What if I start with like, oh, I didn't see you there.
Okay, let's go.
What?
It's recording.
It's recording now? So yeah, I guess we can. How are the settings? How's the lighting?
A little crazy. Not crazy, it's just you can see it a lot on your glasses.
Do I look pretty?
Yeah.
Do I look handsome? Debonair? Do I look like John Travolta in that scene from Urban Cowboy? You know what scene I'm talking about? It's the scene where he's like a bearded dude, and then he goes up to the sink, and then he like shows that he's about to shave, and then it cuts to the next scene where they're at the bar, and then they pan from his boots, and they go all the way up, and it's just John Travolta in chiseled chin form, and he's like, un hombre, right? Like he's an urban cowboy now. Just Jimmy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing today?
Today I'm just kind of introducing myself for maybe those that don't really know me. Like I feel like the people that know me are the friends and family that I have, co-workers. Now it's time to reach a broader audience to get to know Jimmy. Full name is Gabriel Santiago Villarreal, but my nickname is Jimmy. Why Jimmy? Because of Santiago, and I'll explain that later. It's actually pretty cool. Like it's a long lineage of nicknames and stuff like that, like from different languages and stuff. Yeah, just Jimmy. Call me Jimmy. I was born in Laredo, raised in San Ignacio, puro SYT. Went to school in Zapata, graduated from Zapata High School. As soon as I graduated, I came over here to Laredo. Why did you come to Laredo, Jimmy? I was actually offered a scholarship to TAMU to perform with the mariachi. I am a mariachi. And I've been here ever since. This was back in 2003 when I moved over here to Laredo. And here we be. Oh. There we go. Relax.
Sit.
El Chewy. He's getting a little excited.
Who's Chewy?
Chewy is my dog. He's my buddy. He's my best friend. Here he is. Say hi, Chewy. This is Chewy. His full name is Chuberto Guadalupe Villarreal. That name was given to him by his little sister. Well, not little sister, big sister, Christiana, aka Chrissy. Because when we first got him, he looked exactly like Chewbacca from Star Wars, so we called him Chewy. Then after a while, we would call him Chubasco, we would call him Chuberto, and Chewy Booey, and yeah. So Chrissy decided to give him a full name of Chuberto Guadalupe Villarreal. Huh?
It's not a guard dog, it's a weird dog.
He's a big nerd. He barks at the randomest things. And the woman behind the camera is my wife, isn't it, Villarreal? She's making faces at me. But without her, I would have been doing stuff like this. So, thank you. People need to hear my story. And you're making it possible. So Laredo, with their grandiose lake and river and people that like to party and go to clubs and bars and stuff. And there's a whole lot of restaurants here. I'd be lying if I said that I've been to every one of them, and I'm pretty sure I haven't. They recently opened up an Indian food restaurant, so that's exciting. I would like to try that, and I will gladly give a review. Today we went to 550 Pizza. I really like the place. I like the pizza from there. Truth be told, like when they changed their oven, like a few months ago, when it was brand new, like the pizzas had like a different taste. I guess they still needed to break in the ovens because now it tastes like it always did. So happy for that. They have cauliflower crust pizza, which is awesome because it's better for me than just regular dough. Chewy's exploring. Let's see. They have Pepsi Zero there. It's awesome. I like Pepsi Zero. I like Coke Zero. A lot of people are going to be like, well, do you prefer Coke Zero or do you prefer Pepsi Zero? And it's like, why not like both? But, I get people would like to have an answer. I prefer Coke Zero. But I'm very picky with Coke Zero. Like, I feel like Coke Zero from a can is good. Coke Zero from the non-recycled bottles are good. If you see that green line on the wrapping paper, it shows that it's made from recycled material. And for some reason, it doesn't taste. It doesn't. It's a little ewy. In my opinion, of course. There are some stores that the Coke Zero tastes really good from the fountain drinks, and there's other stores that don't. For example, QT has awesome fountain Coke Zero, and some Stripes are just lacking. Some Stripe stores are lacking on their Coke Zero product from the fountain. I guess you could call me kind of like a connoisseur of zero sugar drinks, sodas. Like recently I got into Pib Zero Sugar. Oh man, it's good. I really like it. Like, give it a shot, give it a try. Another drink to try out is the Orange Burst Zero Sugar, the orange soda from HEB. Good product, and doesn't have too bad of a aftertaste, because I know a lot of people are like, I don't like zero sugar drinks because of the aftertaste. Totally understandable. I get it. You do you, right? But some of us can't have full sugar, real sugar drinks because diabetes. And so zero sugar's where it's at. And I'm addicted to soda because it's the carbonation. And oddly enough, I don't like carbonated water though. Like agua mineral, not really into it. And it's like, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, just not for me. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm of the people that don't. But yes, Diet Dr. Pepper is my jam. And I understand that it doesn't taste like Dr. Pepper or even remotely similar to Dr. Pepper. It just has its own taste, and I like it. Dr. Pepper Zero is pretty good, but I like the Dr. Pepper from Dr. Pepper Zero in a can better than a bottle, right? Personal preference. Now, if you're going to ask me, hey, Jimmy, well, what do you really like? Like, you're at home and you have nothing to do. You're going to put on a movie, get some snacky snacks and stuff like that. What zero sugar drink are you going to go for? And my personal opinion, I'm going to go for a Coke Zero, but room temperature so that I can put a lot of ice in the cup and then pour that bad boy inside the cup with ice. Because a little bit watered down tastes refreshing, in my opinion. Right? So try it out. If you haven't tried that, try it out. So let's do a top list. Maybe like top 5 zero sugar drinks. All right. I'll go Coke Zero, and then I'll go Pib Zero, and then let's do 7-Up Zero. 7-Up Zero is good. Orange Burst Zero, and then Dr. Pepper Zero. Those are my 5. So yeah, if you haven't tried any of those 5, go out and try it. You have them in Walmart, you have some in HB. So, I hope you all enjoy this journey that I'm about to take you all on, and it's just basically stuff that I like. I enjoy stuff that I know about, you know. We'll get to have like sit down sessions, get to shoot the shit. Oh no. But yeah, hopefully this will get some traction, and we'll get some guests on here too, and it will just be like regular people just to like sit down and chit chat, you know. It doesn't have to be a celebrity. I'll go across the street and be like, hey neighbor. Never know. Maybe the neighbor really wants to be on my show. And the reason why I want to do stuff like this is because a lot of people have said that I have the voice for videos, radio, voiceovers, and stuff like that. And the funny thing was that whenever I started like DJing, well, radio personality, because yes, I used to work at Z93 and I also worked at Big Buck. Not a long time, but the time that I was there was pretty fun. I learned a lot from different radio personalities, different DJs. And when I first started on Z93, like it's a Tejano station, so you gotta speak in Spanish sometimes. But they were pretty lenient with being like Tex-Mex, you know, English and Spanish, Spanglish, stuff like that. And for some reason, I had this mentality of like, oh, I have to announce in Spanish, so for some reason I sounded like a Mexican Dracula. Bienvenidos a Z93. Like, it was so bad. And it wasn't until people like Frankie the Bear, even Frankie P, a lot of these guys told me like, just be natural, dude. Just let it flow. You know, even radio personalities like Sammy the House, you know, good friend. I even was under the tutelage of TJ in the Midday, Peter Alvarez, the Texas discount furniture guy, right? But yeah, many more to come. So we're gonna do like different topics and stuff like that, like, you know, music, movies, games, video games. What kind of sports do I like to watch? I like wrestling. You know, I like watching wrestling. You know, maybe I'll do like top 5 kind of things, like top 5 movies. I could probably do a top 5 right now, and then later on we can discuss why I think they're my top 5, right? But top 5 out of thousands of movies that I think are good is difficult, but let's, off the top of my head, let's go. King Kong, the Peter Jackson version, all right? Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, Goonies, and Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I will go with those as my top 5. Jimmy, you didn't mention any Star Wars. Dude, Star Wars is in a world of its own. It's in its own galaxy far, far away. I also like Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, I also like monster movies. All of that we're going to discuss. We'll talk about my adventures with the mariachi, and trust me, we've had many adventures. I've had guns pulled on me. I've had dudes' wives roll up at La Otra's house while doing a serenata, and we're like, escándalo, right? You know, been there, done that. Anything you think that a mariachi can go through, I've been through it and more. So 26 years, no more, 28 years of 28 years of doing mariachi. I've been through a lot. All right, and that's the end of the show. At least the first episode. Thank you very much for listening in and watching. Really appreciate this, and I thank everybody that reacts to my videos. You know, y'all are the number one stunners. Hopefully this gets some good traction, and feel free to give me some suggestions. Feel free to ask me any questions, and I will gladly answer them as best as possible. And we'll see you next time.